Welcome, everyone. Thank you for joining. Today, we are going to discover one of the most important and fundamental concepts in programming, that is variables. We are not going to start with that boring code or definitions. Instead, we will start with the real mystery that every app we use and that solves every single day. By the end of this session, you will not just know the variable what the variable is, and you will deeply understand why the variables must exist in a program. Okay. एंड हमारा पूरी कोशिश रहेगा कि वेरिएबल्स वेरी सिंपल सा टॉपिक है. हमारा पहला ये ब्रॉडकास्ट है, इसलिए हम सिंपल सा टॉपिक लिए गए हैं. इसलिए हमारा डिफरेंट तरीके से आपको बताने का कोशिश है. और look at these three everyday apps. How does WhatsApp remember your name? And every time you open an app, how does your bank remember your exact account balance? And how does an Instagram remember millions of usernames without ever mixing them up? This the and The phone is just a machine made up of metal and a glass. How does it remember anything at all? This is an exact question we are going to answer today by explaining this variable means. So, here is a real problem that computers are extremely fast at calculating, but they are very forgetful. And the moment the processor finishes a calculation, the result disappears. And unless we deliberately save it somewhere without a way to store the information, every app would start from zero every single second. Your chart would vanish. Your score would reset, your name would be forgotten. This is why variables had to be invented, and this is the main motive of this session we are taking. And next is this is the official computer science definition to all people love to learn. That is, a variable is a named storage location in a computer's memory that holds a value. The value can change while the program is running, and read it once. Now forget the exact words. Our goal today is not to memorize this definition. Our goal is to understand it so deeply that this definition becomes obvious to you. And now we are going to a practical way. And imagine you are explaining this to your grandmother what a variable is. And variable is simply a label box. You put something inside it and you write a clear name on that outside box. Later, when you need that thing, you just look for that box with the right name. You can even open the box and replace what inside that with something new. That is all and variable really is. दैट मीन्स मैं हिंदी में भी बोलना चाहता हूँ. जब भी आप किचन में जाओगे, आप डब्बा रखे हुए रहता है. आप जब भी खाना बनाना चाहते हो, वो डब्बा का यूज होता है कि क्या क्या आप आइटम्स पुट करना होता है. का शुगर का डब्बा होता है, साल्ट का डब्बा होता है, राइस का डब्बा होता है, और ऐसा बहुत सारे होते हैं. जब भी उसके ऊपर लेबल नहीं होता है, आप ढूंढने में आपको तकलीफ होता है कि क्या में क्या होता है. इसलिए डब्बे के ऊपर आप जब भी लेबल करते हो, ये शुगर का डब्बा है, ये साल्ट का डब्बा है, ये राइस का डब्बा है, ये वेरिएबल बन जाता है. ऐसा ही कंप्यूटर में मेमोरी लोकेशन होता है, बट उनको लेबलिंग किया नहीं होता है. जब भी आप मेमोरी लोकेशंस को आप लेबल करते हो, इसको कहा जाता है कि ये वेरिएबल है. मीन्स इट लिटरली मीन टू से दैट एन वेरिएबल इज एन लेबल्ड डब्बा इन ए किचन. That's all. We are our intention is very simple. This is a very simple topic, but it's our first topic to stream. That's why we have chosen very simple topic. Variable is and labeled a dabba in a kitchen. So it makes a computer more easier to find the location of the memory. When you say by searching an account number, the in a bank, they are able to find the customer's history, means the profile of the whole customer, what he has transacted, that's and all. So this is a labeled memory location is called as a variable. This is a very important definition of an variable. Label, you just remember labeled dabba means labeled memory location like sugar dabba, salt dabba. So for computer, it won't be a difficult thing to search an memory location. Okay, next we'll go to think about your kitchen. So we are extended this thing. Think about your kitchen at a home. You have a different containers, one for sugar, one for salt, one for tea, and one for rice. Each container has a big clear label. You never open the salt container when you want a sugar. If you finish all the sugar, then you refill the same container. The label remains the same. The only container contains change. This kitchen example is a perfect real life analogy for how variables work in a programming. So next slide we will see. Now look at this big picture. The blue rectangular you see is like a box inside a computer memory. The blue label on the top says name. This is a variable name. Inside the box is a value that is Rahul. Whenever a program needs to know the name, it simply goes to this box labeled the name and reads what's inside that box. So next, let us connect the kitchen to programming. The kitchen container becomes a variable. Label on the jar becomes variable name. So kitchen container becomes a variable and label on that jar becomes a variable name. Very means आप कोशिश करिए हम मैं क्या बोल रहा हूँ किचन का जो एग्जांपल दिया हूँ किचन में आपका कंटेनर है वो जो भी कंटेनर है वेरिएबल होता है उसमें जो लिखे होता है वो वेरिएबल का नाम होता है और कंटेंट इनसाइड द जॉब इनसाइड दैट जार बिकम्स एन स्टोर्ड वैल्यू जो कुछ भी अंदर डब्बा का होता है वो स्टोर्ड वैल्यू होता है और टाइप ऑफ द कंटेनर जो ग्लास का हो या प्लास्टिक का हो वो जो बिकम्स द डेटा टाइप मीन्स ऑफ डेटा टाइप मतलब वो स्ट्रिंग हो या इंटीजर हो refilling the jar becomes reassigning the new value. Keep this mapping in your mind. It will make everything much easier to understand. So अब जो कुछ भी हम दिए हुए हैं इस स्लाइड में आप कोशिश करिए कि इजीली अंडरस्टैंडेबल पहले ही ये टॉपिक तो बहुत ही इजी सा टॉपिक है हम जो चूज किया है वेरिएबल सो हमारा तरफ से थोड़ा सा कोशिश है कि ये डिफरेंट तरीके से आपको समझाना का ये मतलब नहीं कि ये बड़ा टॉपिक है हमको भी पता है बट आप कोशिश करिए हमारा भी सुन ले ओके okay next this slide shows what actually happens inside a computer. Each colored box is a small piece of memory. Every variable gets a unique address like like 0 and 100. We humans only use friendly name we gave it. The computer automatically maps the name to the address behind the scenes. This is how the program can quickly find and use the data. So जो भी होता है राम के पीछे जो हम दिए हुए हैं ये वो कलर बॉक्स हम जो दिए हुए हैं वही होता है जो आप नेम बोलते हैं वो ये राहुल को होता है एज होता है 24 होता है स्कोर होता है 98.5 ऐसा ऐसा ये ढूंढने में आसान होता है कंप्यूटर को ओके The only now we come to know the actual Java code. Here is on one single line that does everything. That the string name is equal to and Rahul. This is one line that creates the box, give it a name and puts the value inside it. This is how you write a code. Means you first say the data type, then you say variable name, then you assign it through an equal sign, then you put a value inside it, saying it as an Rahul. Then you go. Let us understand every single word in this line. That string tells the Java in this box will hold an text. स्ट्रिंग मतलब ये डेटा टाइप है इसमें टेक्स्ट होगा नेम दिस इज एन लेबल वी चोज फॉर द बॉक्स दैट मीन्स क्या होगा उसमें नेम मीन्स लेबल जब क्या मैंने बोला जो शुगर का डब्बा है या साल्ट का डब्बा है या राइस का डब्बा है so this is a name this is the label we choose for the box and this and equal to is this means we put the value in this box. Okay, Rahul, this is the actual value we are storing. So this tells Java that this instruction is finished. So that colon, this says that this tells Java that this instruction is finished. That is the complete story of this line, though it looks very small. So every single word, symbol, or semicolon shows that how instruction or how coded in programming. That's the complete story of this line, and we will go to the next slide. Here is a complete small Java program. When you run this program, it prints Rahul on the screen. Line 4 creates a variable. Line 5 reads the value and prints it. The, okay, and slide. Now let us see the slightly bigger practical example that this program calculates an average marks and prints the result the students. Okay, and coming to this, variables are used in every real world application. Like WhatsApp uses variables to store your name and the messages. Banking apps use variable to store your balance. Amazon uses them to remember the items in your cart, and Google Maps uses the variable to store the current location, and the Netflix uses them to remember where you stopped watching. So this is the whole story of this slide, and let us see what happens inside the computer when we write that line. First, Java sees the declaration. Second, it asks the memory manager for some space, and third, it stores the value inside space, and fourth, it remembers that name points to the memory location. Later, whenever use the name, Java quickly finds an value जो हम हिंदी में बोलने चाहे तो जावा में अब जब भी पहले क्या करता है वो इस चीज द डिक्लेरेशन को देखता है बाद में क्या करता है वो मेमोरी अलोकेट करता है और वो वैल्यू स्टोर करता है वो जो भी मेमोरी में वो वैल्यू स्टोर है एंड वो याद रखता है कि वो मेमोरी लोकेशन में क्या वैल्यू है करके जब भी आप ढूंढते हो वो वैल्यू को सरल में ढूंढ लेती है. Okay, this is a very simple way of explanation of an variable, and here are the most common beginner mistake while coding. I want to say they're trying to use variable before declaring it and putting the wrong type of data like text into a number box, and third one is forgetting give an initial value, and fourth one is spelling or capitalization mistakes like name versus name means आप क्या करते हो नेम वाइज स्मॉल में लिखते हो बाद में आप स्पेलिंग कैपिटल में लिख देते हो. ऑलवेज डिक्लेयर फर्स्ट देन यूज इट. जब भी आप वेरिएबल को यूज करते हो प्रोग्राम में पहले आपका काम होता है कि उसको डिक्लेयर करना बाद में उसको यूज करना और स्पेलिंग को बहुत मायने मायने रखता है उसमें, मतलब आप यू हैव टू वेरी सेंसिटिव ऑफ द कैपिटल और स्मॉल लेटर cases. I want to say about the case of the word. Okay. Next, that professional developers follow these best practices that I want to mention in this slide. They use meaningful names like user as instead of X. Follow camel case style, total score, not total underscore score. Okay. Declare variables close to where you use them, and use the word final when the value should never change, like final double pi is equal to an 3.14. We are coming to a next slide. Now it is your turn. Pause this video and try this very small challenge, that you create a variable that stores your first name, then print greetings message using variables. Example output should be something like hello Priya. You only need 2 lines of code inside the main method and try it now. मीन्स आपको भी एक एक्सरसाइज जैसा होगा। और हमारा नेक्स्ट होगा, these are the common interview questions about the variables. Question is like, what is variable? The answer is a named storage location in a memory whose value can change during a program execution. सो लेबलिंग, आपको ये पूरा ये स्लाइड के बाद आपको ये याद रखना का पड़ेगा कि लेबल्ड डब्बा, लाइक शुगर सॉल्ट राइस का, जो मैं एग्जांपल किचन का डब्बा एग्जांपल दिया हूँ, वो याद रखना पड़ेगा। लेबल्ड मेमोरी लोकेशन इज कॉल्ड एज अ वेरिएबल, इज कॉल्ड ए वेरिएबल। ओके। एंड why do we need variables means so the program can remember the information between different calculations. And what is the difference between a variable and a constant? A variable's value can change and a constant's value is fixed after it is set. And we came to an end of this slide. Finally, we are here to complete a picture. Variables exist because the computers need a way to remember the things with the clear labels. You create them with a type, a name, and a value, and use them in every real application. And you do not need to memorize this definition to now understand why the variable exists. You have become a true problem solver now. Thank you for watching and keep practicing. आप वेरिएबल्स को ये सब्जेक्ट के बाद जब हम स्लाइड कंप्लीट किया है, ये वेरिएबल्स क्या है करके आप समझने का वो सिंपल का तरीका हम किचन का एग्जांपल दिए हुए हैं। इसके बाद आपको हमेशा याद रखना पड़ेगा कि एन लेबल्ड मेमोरी लोकेशन इज कॉल्ड एन वेरिएबल। आप नहीं भूल सकते। हम नेक्स्ट सेशन में हम ऐसा ही डिफरेंट टॉपिक को लाएंगे। आपको अच्छा लगे तो सब्सक्राइब कीजिए, और कुछ बुरा लगे तो कमेंट्स में दीजिए। क्या क्या हम इम्प्रूव कर सकते हैं, हम नेक्स्ट वीडियो में हम इम्प्रूव कर सकते हैं, आप दे दीजिए, हम इम्प्रूव करते हैं। और आपका भी कैसा हो सकता था ये एक्सप्लेनेशन अदर देन दिस, वो भी दे दीजिए, हम कोशिश करेंगे वो भी हमारे साथ लागू करेंगे। हमारा पूरा कोशिश रहेगा ये कोडिंग आपको अच्छी तरीके से पूरा सिंपल वे से आपको समझाने का कोशिश रहेगा। बाय दिस वी विल एंड दिस टॉपिक, एंड thank you for watching and spending your valuable time on us. And if you do like this session, please do subscribe to our channel. And thank you for all.